Hello, I'm Harry TV, a member of You Don't Have To, and welcome back to another night of HarryWeen Reacts. And this time we're going to be reacting to the sequel to Gateway to Hell, Return to Hell, and it's by the same guy, Bro7. So hopefully this is going to be scary, but not too scary. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Bro7, the original link to the video is in the description below. And without further ado, let's begin! Right, let's do this. Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow as long as there is imagination left in this world. Walt E. Disney.
10 years. It's been 10 long, solid years. Ever since I went to the Gateway. God, every time I see a TV show that even remotely resembles Mickey Mouse, anything that comes up with 3 circles, anytime I feel something watching me over my shoulder.
That's creepy.
It's just nothing. Still, I feel like something is watching me. Maybe not directly, but waiting for me to come back. The reason why I think this is because of my nightmares. Ever since then, I've been mentally unstable. I can't really work. I can't eat very much. And I don't go anywhere near TVs. Not at all. I find it ironic, though, that there's a show called Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse, which I only found out because I went over to my brother Frederick's and saw what his daughter was watching. I immediately left. A lot has changed since then. I've never been back to the park, but I always have this feeling. It's the nightmares. I go back to the rooms. I go back to where it said my name. I go back to where I was in that room with that beast, that demon, that deity. I remember when it cut off its face and its arm. It looked like an undead monster born from a lab accident of some sort.
Yeah, that's really creepy so far.
It still bothers me. I keep on hearing it in my voice. Come back. We're waiting for you. I don't know what it is, but Frederick keeps on telling me it's just anxiety and maybe some mental disorder I'm suffering from now. I don't like being alone, and I most certainly don't like going places alone. I'm scared that I'll see it again. That I'll find a way out of that room, climb up the stairs again, and open up the door. It turns out the room has been sealed off, and the door, it had never been opened for a long time. In fact, the room was just a janitor's closet.
I don't like the images.
I don't understand why all of that happened to me yet. They just found me running away from the room. Maybe I am just crazy. Maybe I shouldn't worry too much about this. I should probably go get myself accepted, but I just keep on having the urge to go back. The nightmares have gotten unbearable. I can't even go to sleep. I'm too scared. I'm scared that I'm gonna wake up to it standing in front of me.
Oh, like a horror.
To all these people, specialists,
like a horrible face.
None of them are helping me. At the very end of the day, it just looks like I'm some sort of a mad son of a bitch.
I can't look at that face. It's horrible.
I know what I saw.
It looks like Mickey Mouse crossed with the Joker. What is that?
I can't take it anymore. I'm crying as I'm writing this, but I can't help it. I can't sleep. I haven't slept in 5 days.
Ooh.
I see shadows when I walk. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Total side note, I don't really sleep that much sometimes, so I can relate.
It's never been this bad before. But it keeps getting worse. I heard him last night again. He was right behind me, whispering down my neck.
I'm getting chills.
I'm gonna get you, James. Do you want to play a game? I can't think anymore. So, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave this as my last recorded diary. Frederick, I know what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna tell you not to. Don't go there. You saw where I was pointing at. You know where I was. You know where the gateway is. Don't go in. I'm pleading. Don't go into the gateway.
I would agree with them. I would never go down there.
Thank you for all your help over this past decade. But I can't do it anymore. Goodbye, my brother. Sincerely, James Burlstein.
That was creepy. Damn. That picture is creepy too. But is that is creepy. Damn, that is creepy.
My brother James committed suicide 6 months ago. He gave me a key. I didn't have the guts to open it until now. But, God. He wrote a diary, recording how he felt, what was happening over the past 10 years. I can't believe what I read. It's all because of this stupid fucking room. What he says, what he explains, listening to him in his sleep, talking, screaming. I know something happened. He can't make this up. It wouldn't be rational. Unless my brother was really fucked up in the head, but I don't think that was it. So, I'm gonna go there. He told me not to.
No.
Pleaded me not to in the diary.
No, not smart, not smart. Don't go down there.
From the
No, that
news
is
that you
not
made me
smart.
see, brother. I deserve at least an explanation, something, a piece of closure, so I can forget about this. I'm taking my family on vacation. I decided we're gonna take a trip down to Disney World, and at some point I'm gonna slip by them and go back to that place.
That is not smart. Okay.
I found it. I noticed the doors were sealed off. The chain was wrapped around 2 double doors. There's a sign that's kind of rusted now, worn out. It says danger. Enter at your own risk. My brother must have not have read it. I bet you're wondering how I got past the locks. Well, that was the easy part.
Where did Bro 7 get that image? That looks so real.
Trying to get past security. Now that was a
Where did Bro 7 get that image of the big blue double door?
Very woven, very rusted door. I noticed something as I walked in. I didn't feel right. I just felt maybe 70 pounds heavier, maybe 80. I looked around just to be greeted by a dark room full of shit that they must have not used back in the day. Hold to be seen, there was a lot of janitor stuff in here. I did notice something though. On the ground, there was a certain section of the flooring that was different from the rest of it. It was sort of smooth and cold. I started moving some of the dust and dirt off of it, and I found out there was just a metal tile on the floor. Little to behold, there was a latch. I pulled it open, the door swung right open, as if they hadn't been open forever. I looked down at what was opened. It was some sort of a stairway. Why is there a pair of stairs here? In this little shack of all places. I had everything I needed. My flashlights, extra batteries, a little bit of water. Now, I don't believe in ghosts, I don't believe in zombies and all that other crazy stuff, but I did happen to bring my .45 caliber pistol, just in case I need it. Who knows? There might be some sort of oversized rat down here I can shoot. I looked down the endless stairs, and to my left, there was a switch. I hit it, and these lights, very, very dim, mind you, lit up the stairs all the way down to the bottom. However, you couldn't really see the bottom. It was a very, very long passage. With doubts in my head, I took a deep breath in, and I started down the stairs.
Why would you go down there?
My footsteps
That's not smart.
way down. I can't imagine why this would be here. I can't also imagine why I'm going down here. And I reached the bottom.
That's not.
Let me tell you something. I have been down some pretty damn steep stairs, but why the fuck are there 3 flights of stairs in a janitor's closet at Disney World? The path in front of me was
Sound like it's close, isn't it?
very
Doors don't even look.
but I noticed something. The lights, while very, very dim, were off in certain places. Where there'd be barely any light in some places, there'd be a thick black patch of darkness in between others, sometimes spanning a good 10 to 15 feet. I thought this place was creepy as hell. So I decided to pull out my flashlight, and I may have grabbed my survival knife. I don't think I'm going to use it, mind you. I just like to have it. You never know.
I'm getting chills.
A strange feeling of being overweight. And I don't mean fat, I mean extra weight on me. It's like when scientists say that there's less gravity on the moon and there's more gravity on Venus. It felt like I was on Venus. My gravity just shot up. At this time, I felt like I was twice my weight. God, it was getting hard to walk without taking a break. I kept on walking down the hall. I noticed something. I had been walking for about a good quarter mile.
Whoa.
And then something very odd happened. I started noticing doors. These strange doors all around me, in fact. 10 feet apart from each other, no farther, no less. All even. It was pretty interesting, actually. You could see the name tags on the doors. I read names: Pinocchio, Pluto, Donald Duck, Goofy, Daisy, Bambi. The list just kept going on. In fact, they had every single one of the dwarfs from Snow White with their own individual rooms.
Ugh.
As I kept on walking, I kept on feeling heavier, and the room just felt cold as ice. Is this what James was talking about? But I still don't see it. He talked about a Mickey Mouse room, but I haven't seen it yet.
Like Mikey Mouse.
I guess I'm gonna have to keep on going, ain't I? Son of a bitch. I kept on walking. God, I must have been at least 3/4 of a mile in this fucking hallway. I kept on reading off Disney characters' names. Snow White, Cinderella, Pocahontas, Mulan. It just kept going and going and going. What the hell is behind these doors? After what seems to be 5 or 8 more minutes of walking, I finally came to it. There was a door. On the right side of the hallway, it said, Mickey Mouse. I looked at the door, and it was open. It wasn't shut, but it was cracked open. That's really weird. I slowly pushed the door, edging my way into the room. My flashlight exposed what I would regret seeing. The room was a gory mess. There were bones scattered throughout it, knives hanging from the ceiling. Some form of a liquid splattered all over the carpet and walls. It looked like a living room connected to a whole bunch of other.
I don't know if it's just me, but the music seems to be louder than the narration.
If I could at least. Mickey's.
The music seems to be louder than the narration.
This shit just keeps on getting weirder and weirder as I go. Then I did something very stupid. I didn't turn back. I didn't go back through the damn hallway, and I most certainly didn't go up the fucking 3 flights of stairs. No. I explored. I looked at the ground, and I saw what looked like rubber, just laying there, chunks of it too. The rubber had hair on it. I bent down and picked up a piece, and I saw what it was. It looked like parts of some sort of a animal, like skin ripped off.
Oh.
It smelled awful too. God, I can't explain what it smelled like. It's the scent of a rotting corpse. And after finding my brother, I knew exactly what that smell was like.
Oh, that's horrible. I can't imagine
I
being
saw
down
2
there.
different rooms. One to the left and one to the right. 2 doorways leading to each. I decided to take a left. What I saw disturbed me. It was a TV. Not a flat screen or a plasma. No, nothing you would expect in a normal fucking house. It was one of those knob sets, black and white. And that's not all. It was on. I came closer to it, and I saw it was on the TV. God, why did I have to fucking look? The TV was playing a small film. It looks like it was a hand-drawn Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Oh, no.
It showed Mickey Mouse walking in a plain...
Suicide Mouse?
Just walking through a city.
Oh, no.
I kept on watching.
For those of you who don't know, I hate Suicide Mouse, the video. I saw the video once, and it was horrible. It was terrifying.
All of a sudden, you see it burst into static. And Mickey was walking again, this time with a concerned face. The background was sort of changed. Buildings were now destroyed. And you could hear a woman screaming in the background. Then the static hit again.
That's horrible.
This time with a deranged look on his face, mouth full. The static hit again, and then you saw Mickey one last time. This time, he looked deranged, insane. His eyes had red veins through it. You couldn't see color, but you can tell that his eyes had veins. Big veins running through them. His eyes looked hyper-realistic.
I think he got the wrong... Really?
He was walking.
I think the editor got the wrong version of Suicide Mouse. There's multiple versions.
Screams now. Screams blaring through the speakers. And then all of a sudden, you see it. Mickey stops all at once. And then dies. Then you see a super hyper-realistic face pop up. As it says, Suicide Mouse, in quotations.
Looks like the negative Mickey.
Suicide Mouse? That was one of those debunked creepypastas. What the fuck is that doing playing down here?
Okay,
Started to rerun the same footage.
Isn't there a rule that says never mention a creepypasta or reference a creepypasta within a creepypasta?
Left. But I was fucking
I think I heard Hooger Hooglem's Revenge or Gennett say it in a video once.
I wanted to know. I wanted the closure. I wanted to find
or
out
Hooglem.
what the fuck
I call him
was going
Hooglem
on.
for short.
So I went into the other room. I shined my light. And what I saw startled the hell out of me. It was a bed made out of spikes. There were skulls scattered throughout the room.
Oh.
There was 3 skulls lined up in a Mickey Mouse sign everywhere. Hanging from the ceiling. Stacked on a fucking table. Everywhere. There was 3 circles made up of skulls. Just then I heard something.
That's horrible.
The door that I came into to get into the place was opening. I put it back to the crack it was at, but it was opening up. Someone or something was coming into this room. And I was not the only thing down here anymore. I didn't know what to do, so I immediately hid underneath the metal bed. Just enough space to fit me in there.
Oh no.
I heard footsteps. Not just from one thing, but from multiple things. Then I saw it. 4 shadowy figures walked into the room, into the living room. They cleared the space. I saw them. All I could see was their outlines. I saw as they grabbed a table, flipped it upside down, and put something on it. It looked like a bag. Just then I heard a switch flip. And all at once, a light came on. Just in that room. And what I saw... God. I wish this sight upon nobody. I saw 4 beings. I saw a giant, realistic-looking, mutated rat that resembled what looked like a demon Mickey Mouse. With its eye ripped out, its ear half cut off, an arm completely gone, and chunks of skin missing from its nose. I wanted to throw up, but that wasn't all. I saw what looked like to be a resemblance of Donald Duck, only its beak. Its beak was gone. And all you could see was its teeth. And its lower jaw misplaced. I couldn't see the other 2 figures yet. But I saw what was in the bag. They unzipped it and pulled out what looked like to be one of the female workers at the park. I couldn't tell if she was dead or alive. She was dressed up inside of an Elsa outfit. Oh, God, that poor woman. They were whispering. Not even talking, whispering. But then I heard moaning. Moaning from the woman. All at once I heard her wake up. And God, please forgive me. I watched as she screamed in horror, surrounded by these things.
Oh no.
Oh my God. I could only sit and watch as they
Oh, that knife sound, I don't like it.
And started stabbing her repeatedly, multiple times. And Mickey kept on stabbing her in the sides, and her lungs and kidneys bleeding. Stabbing her. The other 2 figures were stabbing her legs and her hands multiple times, slicing her. And then Donald, he stabbed his knife a few times towards her face. I heard her screams. Screaming as blood was flowing down her throat, choking on her.
Oh god!
They just kept on laughing.
Oh my god, buddy.
He bent over, right towards where her throat was. He bit down, he opened and unhinged his jaw as it spread like a snake went to swallow an entire living thing. And he bit out her vocal cord. You could hear her windpipe stretching and ripping out of her throat as the scream went from high-pitched to extremely high-pitched, like a whistle when you blow on it really hard. I could see her face. I was praying that her death would be quick, but it wasn't. She was still alive.
This is way too detailed.
That poor woman.
I think it'd be
I wanted to help her. I wanted to help her. But I couldn't. What the fuck was I gonna do? I was gonna join her fate. But I can't. I have to expose this shit for what it really is. So I stayed quiet. I couldn't help but throw up sometimes. Watching it, hearing the sounds. It sounded as if someone was taking raw beef and just ripping into pieces, tearing meat off the bone. It was horrifying, and I no longer wished to be there.
Right, well that one's truly disturbing. Very, very, very disturbing. I feel like there was a little bit too much detail in how gory it was. Because I think when it comes to creepypasta, if a death is too detailed, I think it kind of ruins the story a bit. Like, like, it didn't do it as much as the origin of Laughing Jack, where it had way too much detail on Isaac Grossman's kills, but, nonetheless, it was a really good story, really suspenseful and terrifying, and oh god, wasn't it? It really made you feel, in fact, it made me feel on edge, and it made me feel for the character, and especially Frederick, and that girl who was being mutilated by them things. Oh god, that was horrible. I know it probably looks like I'm smiling, but I'm not. It's just the shadow from the iPad. It's just lighting up my face. But anyway, that's all for tonight. That's all I have. Hopefully you got a good laugh at my reaction. Try not to be too mean, though. And I will see you for another night. I'm Harry Fleetley. Remember, you don't have to.